Beat. Beat.
Oh my God. Blunder already at the start of the video. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to episode number 66 of it's not even the Monday Night Madness this week. It is the Tuesday night trauma, you could say, for some of our teams, or at least my team, because we still can't sell players. But big up to everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Mud Brothers Show, where we discuss everything Chelsea, Arsenal, Manchester United, and Tottenham Hotspur. Make sure you guys do run up the likes. Make sure you guys do subscribe. We have a lot of things to discuss today, as you can tell from the title of the video and also from the thumbnail. Every club is looking to make signings. Some clubs have made some signings. Some clubs have unveiled some players. Some clubs got a here we go. So we have a lot of things that we are going to start off with. Of course, before, like I said, make sure you guys run up the likes and subscribe. And we're on the road to 1K. We're 46 subscribers away from 1K. So we're about to get there soon. The goal is to get there before the Premier League season starts. So we're almost at the end of preseason. We're about to go on some of our preseason tours, all that type of stuff. So we're almost at the end. Make sure you guys do help. And thank you guys for all the support so far, of course. So we have Arsenal news with Gyökeres finally getting a here we go. We got the confirmation from David Ornstein and from Fabrizio Romano. We're going to get Eli's thoughts on Madueke and, some of the other things, some of the other signings that have been made. So Arsenal's transfer business, we are going to start off with that. Then obviously United, we unveiled MBEUMO. We finally got the here we go for that this past weekend as well. Medical and all that type of stuff is done, and he's already on the flight to the States because we're playing our preseason game against West Ham this weekend. So we'll be talking. We'll get my thoughts. We'll get Spooby's thoughts on that. And then Chelsea news. Whenever the guys do pull up, Xavi Simons is a player that has been linked to them. Apparently, personal terms and everything have been agreed. He's open to a move. His agent is waiting for that offer from Chelsea. It's just all going to depend on how much he's actually going to cost. And we'll get everyone's thoughts on that too. But yeah, let's go ahead and introduce the panelists. Of course, we've got my bro Eli in the building. What are you saying, man? Eli, how's everything going, bro?
Things going good, man. Just living life. Actually, finally got a signing through the door. You know what I'm saying? But
okay, a couple signings.
Will there be more
we're gonna
coming
talk
through?
about Eze, maybe.
I don't know, man. That
I know
seems
you.
like a
I know
stretch.
you. I like. I haven't. We haven't really gotten your thoughts on that because we haven't. We haven't talked in a minute. But I know you're really excited about that signing, Eze, because that's your guy. That's your player.
Hey, listen.
Hopefully,
I would
if it
not mind
means.
Eze.
Mm-hmm.
I would not mind Eze, but you already know my primary concern is that left wing. Run me Rodrigo before anything else. I don't care who it is. Run me Rodrigo.
Okay.
Like that's what we gonna need if we really trying to go for the title. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's cool. We got Gyökeres. Okay, what next? Y'all been haggling for Y'all been haggling over $5 million for the past like month or so. Like I'm not really too enthused about the signing. Like it's like we've already known it's gonna happen. It's done. It's over with. Move on to the next one. Are we gonna get more players? Are you go and get Eze? Go and get in Rodrigo. You know what I'm saying? Go get both of them. Why not both? Why not both? You know what I'm saying? You really have ambitions to win this title or to at least compete in this title. We're gonna have to go and get both of them because Liverpool and City are way too far in front of us right now, and Chelsea are right on our heels, if not already ahead of us. Just because I feel like they got a little bit more attack and depth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, we'll get more in depth with that in detail with Arsenal and who they could potentially still sign in the window. As a obviously deal is not done yet. So we'll see what happens with that Rodrigo, all that type of stuff. Also want to introduce my guy, man like Spooby's in the building too. What are you saying, Spoobs, man? A lot of United news going on as well. I'm excited or I'm eager to hear your thoughts on all this type of stuff. But yeah, how you been, bro, besides football and everything?
Yeah, bro, doing good. We finally got MBEUMO after a month of haggling over 5 million. We finally got him, bro. Finally. Let's go, Ineos. I'm joking. But no, yeah, big up.
Both clubs doing the same thing, haggling over 5-10 million. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's true. But big up, everyone. Big up.
Yeah, man. Obviously, if you guys didn't check out this weekend, we did a UFC watch along, which was UFC 318. It was Dustin Poirier versus Max Holloway and Dustin Poirier's last ever fight. So Spooby did hold it down. So shout out to Spooby for that. Definitely do check that out on the Sarcasm City TV playback channel. We do have, the stream is still up. You can still watch it, highlights and all that type of stuff. But yeah, definitely go check it out. But Eli, we're gonna start off with the Arsenal section. Gyökeres, here we go. Obviously, we haven't heard from you since the Madueke signing. There's been the Mascara signing. There's been a bunch of basically what I've seen it as so far up until Gyökeres still, because I don't think any other players are players who start pretty much right away. They seem like they are backups. But Gyökeres is that one player who I think starts right away. He's finally that striker that you guys have been asking for in the past couple of seasons. Funny story enough also is that we heard a tweet. I seen a tweet from David Ornstein that we tried to make a last minute push, or I don't think it was actually us. I think Sporting offered us Gyökeres, and obviously he made it clear that he only wanted Arsenal. And obviously the signings now got done, so I'll pull up the tweet. But yeah, initial thoughts on all that, Madueke, all those type of things. You still, like you were mentioning earlier in the intro, you're still in for Eze. You think you should get Rodrigo. Rodrigo, I think, is going to be a little bit difficult because there's going to be a lot of clubs involved with Rodrigo. And I think Arsenal would have to throw an insane amount of money for that to happen. But yeah, like your thoughts on everything. Gyökeres signing, Madueke, all that type of stuff, bro.
All right, so I'm gonna start off with Gyökeres. Great signing. Happy that it's finally over the line. Jesus Christ, it shouldn't have took that long. In terms of what he provides to the team, we've been looking for that striker for a long time. Ever since Aubameyang left, we haven't really replaced that striker. So I feel like this is finally, I ain't gonna say the Aubameyang replacement, because he's Aubameyang. I'm gonna just say, hopefully he can do at least half of the job that Aubameyang did when he first came through. So I'm hoping that he hits the ground running. He's been not in the Premier League per se. He's been in the Championship, but it's still physical. You know, I don't think he's going to be too far out of place. You know, I don't really think he suits the way we play. I've told you before, I would have preferred somebody like an Ivan Toney or a Joao Pedro, somebody of that ilk. But I just, you know, happy with the signing overall. Finally got a striker over the line.
Finally got a striker over the line.
Finally. Now it's time to look forward. Like, what are we doing next?
That's one thing too, is that it's on Sesko. Like Sesko, obviously, that was a striker that was, I think, maybe originally identified. Whether it was I think it was Arteta. I'm pretty sure Berta wanted Gyökeres, and Arteta. That's what I've been hearing for a while is Arteta wanted Sesko, but that hasn't obviously happened. Our club has been linked to Sesko out of nowhere, but it's also because Christopher Vivell was a technical director at Leipzig before, so he knows Sesko. So I think he's probably the one who's vouching for that deal. But yeah, like, what do you think this does for the season? So I've been talking to a lot of Arsenal fans. There was this Arsenal fan on Redmen TV when I was on their channel. Shout out to Redmen TV too. Shout out to Errol. He was saying that he thinks Arsenal are in the top 4 race this season because they haven't done enough in terms of signings. I don't think he thinks that they, you know, just signing backups, all those type of things. Obviously, the whole situation with Thomas Partey, they think missing out on Thomas Partey is a big thing for them this season. And Madueke signing, they think it's backwards. So where would you start off with that? Do you think you're still going to compete? Because you mentioned you're a little bit behind. You're behind Man City, Liverpool. Liverpool obviously signing Ekitike now. That signing's done too, and we'll talk a little bit about that. But where do you stand in terms of, you think you'll still challenge? This is the year that everyone's been saying Arsenal has to win the league. This is phase 5 or this is phase 6. So, and you finally got the striker now too. Do you think there's a lot of pressure on him? I mean, there was already pressure on Arteta to win, but now do you think there's a lot more added pressure because now there's no more excuses left? You've got the striker, you have to win. Where do you stand on that, Eli?
Pressure. I mean, they say pressure busts pipes, but I ain't seeing no pipes burst over here. You know what I'm saying? I ain't seeing no pipes. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's not enough. It's not enough. I mean, I've said it time and time again. It's not enough. Not only do we not have the players, but our manager is trash. You know what I'm saying? And look at the first like 10 or so fixtures that or 6. I think it was like the first 6 to 8 fixtures.
Yeah,
bro, it's long.
Through it. Yeah,
it's long. It's long, and they think that we're actually gonna do something with what we have now. Against this stretch, I think I ain't gonna lie. If we don't get who I think we're getting, if this is all we get, then I would be hard pressed to put us in the top 6. I'll be real.
That's damn.
I'll be
top
real.
6.
I don't trust this. Y'all know I don't trust this manager. This manager is absolutely trash. Like Gyökeres, as far as how many goals I think he's going to get, I think he should get at least 15 to 20. I think he can get at least minimum. 15 to 20.
Or that's
minimum,
you think. Okay. That's not
bad. At least 15. At least 15. At least 15.
In the Prem? That's in the Prem?
In the Prem.
Okay.
Overall,
yeah, all comps.
Probably maybe 30 in all comps, 30 to 40 in all comps.
Fair enough. That's not a bad shot at all. That's something you'd have to expect from a striker like that too, you know?
Yeah, that's
He's finally got his big move.
Man.
He's finally got his big move. So, and he wanted Arsenal.
Like I know it's gonna be unfair to a certain degree because of who he's playing under. You know, one of the most pragmatic managers in existence who stifles attack. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't know. I don't know. Like I would expect him to get at least 15, even in this dead system. But in terms of what my expectations are for Arsenal this season, maybe top 6, if that. First stretch, like I said, I have us winning maybe 1 or 2, maybe drawing a couple with this manager. Like I'm honestly hoping that we tank and get rid of this guy. Like the sooner the better. Because if he doesn't make it out of this stretch and we end up sacking him and getting somebody else, I actually have hope that we may do something.
Yeah, fair enough. Makes sense.
Like he has to go first.
Yeah, I hear that. Spoobs, your thoughts? Arsenal obviously signing Gyökeres, a player that we were linked with. Ruben Amorim has been his manager and stuff before, sporting history, all that type of stuff. Couple of times I think we probably inquired about it or asked about the deal. A couple of times we were offered the deal in this whole like Gyökeres to Arsenal saga. But yeah, your thoughts, Madueke and all that type of stuff too. What do you think Arsenal are trying to do this season, expectations wise?
Listen.
Hold on, real quick.
He's smiling. He's gonna say something.
Hold on, before you say that fraud.
Look at the way he was smiling.
No to Noni Madueke. Say no to Maduki. Okay? No to Maduki. I don't want this guy in my club. I hate the fact that he's here. I'm tired of buying these stupid Chelsea players. At least get the good ones if you're gonna get them. You know what I'm saying? Don't get the ones from the trash bin. And that's all I got to say. No to Maduki.
Fair enough. Go on, Spooby. The floor is yours, man. What are you saying?
Believe in Madueke. Believe.
Oh my God.
I just want to say, okay, what was the argument that we always used for Arsenal? The season before, if they had a striker, they would have what? They would have most likely won the league. So there's no excuses now. You have to go and win it now. You have to. And now you've got Super Madueke on the wing as well. The speed, the skills. No, I'm
man, they'll find excuses. This is P Arsenal, bro. P Arsenal. They will find a way to sugarcoat and move the goalposts, and people will accept. They'll take it on the head. They'll take it on the chin. Oh, next season like Netflix, bro.
Okay, let's discuss one thing, because I think in terms of how much you guys paid for Gyökeres, yes, I completely agree with you. It took too long, and Berta was haggling over like 5 million and all that type of stuff. We've got Don C in the building too. We're gonna get his thoughts as well. What's up?
Yes, the party's on. Yeah,
my brother.
Don C.
What's going on, people? How you doing? First and foremost, people, make sure you like and subscribe. Big up Eli, my brother. Sheik, you're not fraud today. But Scooby, you're a fraud every fucking day. By the way, okay? Rubeweb, just get yourself out of 15.
Sing it with me, Don. We're going to win the league.
When you address Eli and myself, you say, Mr. Top Shelves, can we please talk, sir? All right? Yeah? Man. Motherfucker. All right, big up. Long time and blessings.
Blessings, man. Blessings. Good to have you here, of course. I'll get your thoughts on this. Obviously, Gyökeres, we'll get your thoughts on the signing and all that type of stuff. 63.5 million euros, which is about 54 million pounds. And 10 million euros, you could say, is about 8 million pounds. So a total of 62 million pounds, including add-ons, for this deal to be done. Don C finally got the striker, man. Finally got that striker. What are you saying, man? What are you saying?
You know what? Yeah, I'm actually happy we got a striker, because the last time we actually had somebody to score goals for us, let's say a striker, was Aubameyang, yeah, and that was what, February 2002, right? That's a long time ago, man. It seems like a hell of a long time ago. And the thing is, he is the most informed striker in Europe. Forget what league he's playing in, because I'm not hearing that hype. You know what I'm saying? A baller is a baller. No one was talking about that when he scored all of those goals against Man City. This is what I'm saying. So it's only because he's come to Arsenal, but we all know Arsenal is the most hated club in the world. And you know what? Me and Eli will take that, because no matter what happens, we always stay relevant. You know what I'm saying? So for all the haters, we don't care about you. You care about us. And you're supposed to be caring about your team. This is why Man United are in 15th. It's like me. If I'm in someone else's house taking care of their kids, and my kids are going to go hungry, whose fault is that? You know what I'm saying? Yo, Scooby, concentrate on your team, bro. The fact that you had a man that's still there that has to that 20 games, bro. You still got Lord Garnacho, bro. That's your brother. By the way, okay, bro. At least he's better than what you have. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know that trick. Get me? So it's okay. But regardless, let's get back to Arsenal. I'm very happy that when this bomber came in, I was at work. My boy said to me, like, I said, yo, Don, he's coming, blood. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I was thinking, what in Ras Clark is he talking about? He's coming. And then he said, Gyökeres is almost here. Yeah. All they need to do now is just give him the shirt number and announce him. That's all it is.
14?
Bruv, do you know what? Whatever number it is, I don't really care. This is what I'm saying. I'm just glad that we've got a striker. We can't see that friggin' two-legged donkey up front anymore. You know what I'm saying? Or the donkey's brother Shrek.
Hey, he can take that 9 off of Jesus' back, and he ain't doing no with that no way.
Mate, Jesus can piss off, mate, the injury-prone bastard, brother. You get what I'm saying? Like, do you know what it is, right? If he wasn't so injury-prone, I'll have him on our team because he can play numerous positions and he is a baller. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to take that away from him. But the best ability is availability, which we all know. And around Christmas time, Jesus goes missing. It is what it is. It's supposed to be Easter, but my man with the same name goes missing at Christmas. You know what I'm saying? So, do you know what? He can just say bye-bye as well. And do you know what? Yeah. It's we're one step closer to getting rid of Zinchenko. Oh my days! Do you know how happy I am? Oh, yeah, it's like this. GYOKERES has put a smile on my face just because this is a striker which we've needed for a long time. And Eli, I hear what you're saying before when you said that style-wise because of the style that we play. You got to remember the only reason why we kind of play those styles is because we had Havertz up front. Yeah. And we know that we can't thread the ball through. We know that he's probably scored one goal running behind, which I can actually think of. And I think that was against Chelsea. Yeah. And all it was him against Gyökeres. And he's stronger than Gyökeres. So he literally just held him off. If we had somebody like Gyökeres, we can play those balls now. We can change it up in an instant. You know what I'm saying? If we want to spam long balls in, then we play that donkey up front. Big up Sheik's mum, yeah? Enough love and respect. If my language is offending you, I apologize and I'll try to keep it down. But it's very hard because I've got Scooby next to me.
You're good. You're good.
Oh, it's my fault, no.
Yeah, that's Spooby.
I'm here, bro. Like that's why I was like, I'm not even mad at the sign. I'm cool with it. I'm happy with it. We finally got a striker. I'm cool.
All right,
I'm
now
cool.
question, real question.
Hey, blessed.
That sounds good. That sounds like a good talk.
That's what
Come on and say it, Don C. You're gonna win the league, Don.
Bro,
you're gonna win the league,
Don. The smile on my face when I posted it in the group chat. I was like, yes, finally done. Now go get us Rodrigo. Go get us Eze. You know what I'm saying? Those are players that Don C and I have been crying for years, man.
So
those type of players.
Yeah, go on.
I'll change my whole outlook on the season. I'll change my whole outlook. Right now, it's just top 6.
Yeah,
that's what the squad is. Unfortunately, we don't have the players, and we don't have the manager to be able to spur the players onward. You know what I'm saying? I don't trust this guy. Everybody's tired of this guy. Like eventually, we're gonna end up like Ten Hag. He went to Bayer Leverkusen, and all the players want out now. You know what I'm saying?
He got slapped up by under 20 team of Flamengo. Under 20 team 5-1. He lost. What an absolute scrub.
Crazy. That one game was like, nah. Get me out of here.
Our fan base was writing open letters to this guy. Our fan base was writing love letters to this guy before FA Cup finals and that type of shit. We don't want him to leave. Fuck off, man. It is what it is. But anyways, I have a question for you guys, for everyone on the panel. Yes, Arsenal have signed Gyökeres. But there's still a certain number 29 still at the club who's gonna somehow find his way into this team, into the starting 11 in certain games. Are you guys kind of concerned about that, Don C and Eli? That Arteta is gonna be on some sort of foolishness where he's going to play Kai Havertz?
Hey, I told y'all in the group chat, bro. Left wing Kai Havertz, get ready for it. I'm calling it right now. Left wing Kai Havertz, get ready for it. He's either gonna be on left wing, or he's going to be in the midfield right next to either Zubimendi or Norgard, and Odegaard's going to be at the 10. Watch.
Yeah, I have to agree with Eli. Unfortunately, because we have this stupid manager, and let me not disrespect him too much because these so-called top gooners are getting offended that people are disrespecting their king. You know what I'm saying?
Who has no trophies in 6
Show
years.
some respect.
Show some respect. One that he won with somebody else's team.
So he's a stepfather. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? But it is where it's just okay. No disrespect to anyone out here. See, he for some reason he loves Havertz, and I've never really been a big fan of his. Don't get me wrong. What he did for Arsenal with scoring them goals, I'll applaud. This is what I'm saying. I always applaud Arsenal, any player for Arsenal scoring goals. But going forwards, there isn't a place for him in the team unless he's going to hold bench and then come on when needed. Like, let's say you need that goal, and then we need to spam balls in because we know GYOKERES ain't really a good header of a ball. We play Havertz. I mean, we start Havertz against the teams where they're gonna where they're gonna come with 6 foot plus players that's gonna sit deep. That's when Havertz should come in. You know what I'm saying? He should stay away from the middle, bro. Okay. If Arsenal play Moreno or Havertz in the middle, we're just gonna call ourselves for that one day Kardashian FC because everybody's running. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, especially. Let me not say it. Okay, I do not want. Mom's listening. I've got to be careful.
No, it's all good. You're chilling, man. You're chilling. You can say whatever you want, man. You can say whatever.
I hear it, bro. I hear it, bro. All that video, I'm with you, bro. I'm with you 1,000%.
This is a safe space, Don. See, you can talk to us about these type of things, man.
No. I was gonna say, especially if the midfielder got black men in there, that is definitely Kardashian FC right through the middle. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my.
That's dark.
Like I said, man, you can say what you want. Where's the banner? Where's the banners at?
Put the banner up. Put the banner up.
We need the banner.
Hey, this is my opinion alone. Okay.
We need the banner.
I mean, hey.
Have the banner up.
We all know about the eye test, bro. The eye test tells us exactly what you're saying. You know what I'm saying?
No, man. Did you know what? Yeah. Like I said, if we shouldn't play those two in the middle at all, because if we're just going on from last season, because we can only do that. We saw not Havertz, Moreno in the middle. More noticeably, the PSG game. Yeah, that's where the game was literally lost. You know what I'm saying? For us,
yeah,
the PSG game, the first game, because the goal came from him not being in his position. Yeah. We've seen Havertz in the middle or Havertz try to play as a 10. It just doesn't work, bro. It just doesn't work. You know what I'm saying? It's just that you see, it's funny because for me personally, I want to hijack Simons from Chelsea. And I'm kind of going off topic a bit. Because therefore, if we hijack him, guess what? We don't have to play Havertz or Odegaard. Because like more Odegaard has let us down so much this last season that I don't think he deserves to start at all. Right? And now we've got a striker. Havertz don't deserve to start. You get me? Because when you have started, it hasn't actually brought us anything. Cool, we won a few games, but when it really mattered, especially against you lot in the FA Cup, where he could have scored 2 goals, he hit the ball over the bar.
He missed a pen in the penalty shootout.
There you go. So you got to remember, yeah, it's like if we're just going off last season or their last few games, they haven't been good enough. And the thing is, I'm you know me, I'm not a sentimental person. When it comes to Zinchenko, I want him out. Yeah, Havertz, I'll keep him. You know what I'm saying? Because as a bench guy, he's good. Odegaard, I'll keep him on the bench. You get me? Mm-hmm. Just don't play these bums.
You are linked with Eze too, so you would rather take Xavi Simons over Eze? Is that what you're saying?
You know what it is? I want Arsenal to break the bank, bro. I don't want them to get both.
Get them all. Bring them all.
You know what I'm saying? Because people can say, yeah, but then he's playing for RB Leipzig or whatever. See this year, people forget that there's diamonds in the rough, yeah. Because the reason why I can say this is because I remember when Arsenal bought Koscielny. No one knew about him, bro. You get me?
Bro,
nobody.
One of the best fullbacks around, man.
See what I'm saying? And people still rate him to this day. So when people are saying, oh yeah, but then these leagues are this, my man come from the second division in France, and became a baller, bro. You get me? Sometimes you need a chance. Look at Vardy, bro. Look at Vardy. You get me? So people need to realize that. Get off this hype of, oh yeah, well the league is crap, blah blah blah. Just remember, yeah, at one point De Bruyne couldn't make it in the Premier League, neither could Salah, so they had to go away and come back, and look what happened. Do you see what I'm saying? So let's not do this negative tribalism, and this is coming from a negative Arsenal fan. You get what I'm saying? I'm not saying I have hope or Arsenal's gonna like win the league or this or whatever. Yeah, But you know what? I'll judge him after 10 games because after 10 games, at least I know where I stand with him. But then that's given Arteta plays him and not just play Havertz, yeah, or do something stupid, yeah, and play this nonsense, dude. Because I don't want to see it, bro. Yeah, and I know you're gonna ask me the question. So is Arsenal going to win the league? Because I know that's on your mind, Sheik, right?
I didn't even mean to ask that at all. But since you are bringing that question up, you can't answer it yourself, Dante.
No, bro, I'll answer that question. We're not going to win the league. So tell you why? Because we've got this idiot as a manager. we got this idiot, yeah, that doesn't understand it's okay to sub up players before 71 minutes. It's okay. It's okay when you see a player limping to take him off. It's okay not to make them play like 15 to 17 games back to back every single minute. It's okay. You get me? And because of that reason, this is why I want him gone. Because he finds it hard managing a season. He can manage a game, a one-off. I'll give him that. But we've seen it time and time again. He cannot manage a season. I guarantee you last season, if we had Slot or Pep, we would have won a league over the last 2 years. Guarantee you. Yeah? So what's the difference? Yeah? We have super duper Arteta because he knows exactly what we need. Shut up. You get me?
Hey, if he knew exactly what we need, we'd be swimming in trophies right now.
Saka and we're gonna win the fucking league. We're gonna win the Champions League.
We got Super Big.
We got Super Big Arteta.
Come on, Don. What's it? Why are you guys being so negative?
Hey,
after signing
Cookspoof,
go on to no Maduki.
You're just you just spot your striker. Isn't that an excuse you guys have came up with for the past 2 years? We didn't have a striker. You got a striker now. Why can't you win it? Why can you not win it? Come on, bro.
My thing is, yeah, for one, when we needed
you guys are like doing this.
When we needed a striker, right?
Why are y'all doing this?
None of the other teams has strengthened as they were. City was in a massive decline. Liverpool was actually stagnant at one point, right? Over 2 to 3 seasons ago. You know what I'm saying? That's what we needed a striker. Now everyone has strengthened. This season, I like that.
Look who it is.
If I'm going on my agenda, I hope Arsenal finish 7th. Yeah, because that's the only way that Arteta is going to be out of this club. You know what I'm saying? If I had my agenda, if I'm going to tell you that we're going to finish, we're going to win the league, yeah, I will tell you no. I'll tell you no, because he ain't no slot, is he? You rate him as highly a slot. Like when it comes down to it, tell me what game when it came down to it, he gritted his teeth and he done what he needed to do. Whether it's spam attacking players, yeah. When we needed an attacking player on the field, you know he did. He put on Tierney on left wing. You know what I'm saying? May that make sense? He puts Zinchenko in the middle. May that make sense? Do that. They derailed our literally our league. How can one man derail your league 3 seasons ago? You know what I'm saying? And people say, "Oh yeah, but then he didn't have players. He had Ethan Nwaneri on the bench." Odegaard was clearly out of form, and he has been for the last 18 months. But yet he persists with him. This is why we can't win the league. And the players are good enough. I believe that. But the only negative in the team is the manager. Well, including Zinchenko, but it's the manager.
And just think, all that time Nwaneri was rotting on the bench, he could have been getting valuable game time, and he could have elevated his game to the next level to where he could have been on that sort of pedestal that people be looking at. The other top, young talents like the Cole Palmers, the Lamine Yamals and stuff like that. He could have been there. But guess who stunted his growth? That fraud Teta. Get him out. Tired of him, man. Like if I had my agenda, I ain't gonna lie. Like as much as it would hurt to see the first 5 to 6 games of the season, I want us to lose them all so he can get his ass sacked. Just go ahead, just get it out the way. Just get the pain out the way real quick so he can get sacked, and then it's smooth sailing after that. We just cut the head of the snake off right there.
Fair enough. I hear that. Last question to the Arsenal guys. Obviously, these are the signings. This guy says Andre Berta is cooking and he's not finished yet. as it stands, would Eli, will go to you first. What is your starting 11 for Arsenal Football Club currently with Gyökeres through the door, Madueke, all these signings? What is your starting 11? What basically is your starting 11 against us? Obviously, first game of the season at Old Trafford. What is your starting 11? Then we'll go to Dunsey as well.
All right, so my starting 11 would be Raya, Timber, Gabriel Saliba, Lewis Skelly, Zubamendi, Rice, Nwaneri, Saka, Gyökeres, and either Nelly or Trossard at left wing.
Fair enough. Fair enough, Dante. Same question to you.
Yeah, goalkeeper's the same. Back four, Timber, Magalesh. That's my captain.
Mhm.
Saliba, Skelly. I'll take Zubamendi, Rice. Zubamendi, sorry, just let my dog out. Zubamendi, Rice, Gyökeres, Saka. See, I would love to put Eze, but Eze is signed for us. Oh, jeez. So it has to be Martinelli. So it's pretty much the same as Eli. No, one second. And Ethan. I'll play Ethan as well.
Okay.
I'll play Ethan as well.
Fair enough. Yeah, no, both of them said no Odegaard. Both of them.
No, hell no, bro.
No Martin Odegaard.
No Madueke.
No Madueke. No madness on the wing. No Madueke madness.
Yeah.
You know?
Mate, no sense.
Nobody wants the Mad Uki. No to Maduki. I don't want Dookie on the team, bro. Stink. It stinks, bro. It's the reason it stinks.
That is a crazy signing still. 50 million. 50
And
million.
I don't care what anybody says. That was not a Berta signing. That was Arteta signing.
Arteta signing.
Because he didn't get his stinky Sesko, so he got his stinky Madueke.
I don't even think Berto was there. Berto was like in Portugal at that time, I'm pretty sure, trying to get the Gyökeres deal done.
Yeah.
Arteta said, don't worry, when you come back, we'll have a new player in the team as well.
Bro, snuck him under the rug, dog. Snuck him under the rug while the gatekeeper wasn't there. Like, come on. Snuck him through the gate. Like, what?
I hear it. Spooby, any last few final thoughts on Arsenal?
No, I just think,
Are you nervous of the team? We're playing against them in the first game. They've now got Gyökeres. Gyökeres is going to have a point to prove against Ruben Amorim.
Nah,
he's ready for that game.
I'm not worried, you know.
Hey,
nah,
we already know what y'all doing. Y'all playing in the low block, and MBEUMO, Cunha, and Xerxes are just going to hit us on the break.
Just hit us on the break. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. Yeah. But no, I think we'll be fine. I think we can get a result out of that. But apart, like as Arsenal as a whole, I'm not that scared. I ain't gonna
lie. With the 3 attackers that y'all got, I ain't gonna lie. Y'all might do a little something.
Please play Zinchenko.
Y'all might do a little something because
it
just depends on if he plays them though. He has to play them, you know.
Depends
on your manager. He ain't go. He just as bad as ours. He ain't go.
Yeah, that's true.
Not true.
He gonna do the complete opposite
just
of what
all
you
you gotta
want.
do. Play whichever. I know we'll get a striker. We will. We definitely will. Some of it, and we're gonna get to that in the next section.
You don't need a striker. You got Holland.
Hey, no. Hey, don't see they link to Jackson. It's all good, bro.
Like saying you don't need a left back. You got Zinchenko. You know, it is what it is.
He's leaving. He's leaving. So this is why I'm still smiling.
Hoyland can leave too. He can leave.
No, he stay. I guarantee you, him and Garnacho will both stay.
Garnacho's not staying. He's for sure going. He's not even on the preseason tour. He's not even part of the preseason tour.
No, he's taking a break with his.
He didn't fly today. He didn't fly today, man.
Don't worry, man. He's gonna stay. He's gonna stay with Man United.
Yeah, man.
He's gonna be in there like Luke Shaw, bro. That rotten fest you can't get rid of.
I hope Kai Havertz starts. It would be such an Arteta thing to start Kai Havertz.
Hey, we already told you Kai is starting, bro. Nancy and I both told you he's starting. Like those are the lineups that we gave you. Those are our lineups. You know what I'm saying? He is not doing that. He is
There's
There's
not
no
doing
way
that.
he puts him out in the wing. Out
You
in
know,
the
you
wing.
already know Nodegaard, Marino, and probably and Havertz gonna be in that team. Like he's not starting Zubimendi. It's gonna be Marino and Marino, Rice, Odegaard. Watch.
Yeah, I guarantee you. Or what he'll do is, he'll play Havertz and Rice.
Oh, yep, that too. Yep.
Havertz and Rice in this game, yeah, because then he'll say that he's not ready yet. He needs time to gel into the team. Nah, bro. Do you know what it is? I haven't got time for that, bro. He's got a preseason. He knows what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? Like the reason why I can't trust Arteta is because he does stupid things like that. He's under the Amrin mode, and these managers, it's like their egos are bigger than the trophy cabinet, and that's what I don't like about these dudes. It's what can we do? Yeah, we're both in the mud, but you're not just on the bottom shelf.
True, we need to sell players too, man. We need to. But perfect way to segue to the next topic, which is our football club, Spooby. Manchester United obviously have just confirmed the signing.
Nah,
of
Spooby, don't
MBEUMO.
look like that, bro. Don't
We
look so
don't have
dejected,
to
man.
talk about United if we don't want to.
Don't look so dejected, brother.
Yeah.
Why you looking so dejected? I mean, you just got him boom over the line. You got Cunha. You getting rid of problem players. You know what I'm saying?
Did you watch our match against Leeds? Oh,
Hey, listen, it's all good, man. This is growing pains, man. It's growing pains. You ain't got all your players back yet, bro. Everybody's not there yet. And Bumo's not playing yet, bro. Cunha's not playing. It's all good, bro. Just wait till they come back. It's gonna be okay, Sheik. It's okay, Sheik. It's okay, bro. You can smile, brother. You can smile. Emeram's time is limited, bro. It's limited, bro.
If he doesn't cook, if he can't cook at this attack with these two players, just let alone, I don't know what to say, bro. I genuinely don't. If he's not able to get the best out of these two in a squad, I just don't know what to say no more. But Spoops, shout out to Pels, of course, every single time. Big up Pels. She says big up Sheik in the panel. Shout out to you, Pels.
Big up.
Big up to CP as well. Remember to like the stream. Exactly, people. Spoops, we'll go to you. Thoughts on the signing? We have finally gotten him through the door. He's wearing the number 19. He has been unveiled by the club. And then immediately after this deal, we heard that we're looking in for a striker. And there's been a couple of names that have been linked. A couple of ones that I don't know why are linked. For example, Nicholas Jackson has been heavily linked to Manchester United. Watkins, of course, from Villa. Sesko as of late because of Vivel. Him being the technical director at Leipzig in the past. Your thoughts on everything, bro? And we still have some players. Obviously, another thing that we haven't talked about, that I haven't even mentioned or put in the title of the video, is Rashford is gone to Barcelona as well, and they're paying his entire wages after he takes a 15% pay cut. So thoughts on all of that, Swoops?
Yeah, I just want to shout out CP, in the chat just before he goes, okay? CP, I'll send you the Garnacho shirt, don't worry, okay? If you need any tips next season on how to defend him, just let me know, okay? But look, I'm happy for Rashford. There's some United fans that are like a bit, fuck Rashford, fuck him, fuck off the Barca. I don't really care. It's not like that. His time at United came to an end. It didn't work out, so just try and move him on.
Rashford, stay. We want you to stay.
No,
we want Rashford to stay, bro. We want Rashford to stay. Your front line should be Rashford, Garnacho, and Højlund. What a front three! That would shoot my.
You have a Jackson shirt? That's crazy, CP. You have a Jackson.
We don't want Rashford.
Rashford's gonna do so well at Barcelona. He's gonna price himself out of a move. You know what I'm saying? They gonna think he's a baller. You know what I'm saying? Barcelona already skint, they won't be able to pay the $100 million that y'all gonna charge for him. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I got nothing against Marcus Rashford too, bro. I just have to
say, hopefully it does well. Good luck.
Right now, let me just be completely honest, because people think that I'm just United all the time. He's gone to a better club than us currently at the moment. He's going under a better manager. Yeah. He's under Hansi Flick. Hansi Flick, look how he turned Rafinha. Look how we used to shit on Rafinha in the past couple of seasons. And he turned Rafinha into a goal-scoring machine, bro. Like, actually a goal-scoring machine. Do you think he can't try to get the best out of Rashford? I think, of course, he can. It's all going to go down to how they utilize him, which I think he's probably going to come off the bench. I think Rafinha is probably going to start over him. But they're playing Champions League. They're playing in all these different competitions. He's going to go up against Trent. He's going to go up against Trent yet again, like when it's the El Clasico. So we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. A good move for him, and I'm also happy that he's, they are paying his entire wages. Yes, he took a 15% cut. I'm not sure whether he was. So his deal was 300K at Manchester United, but there was a clause where if we don't reach the Champions League, I think it goes significantly down. But at least saying just numbers, they're paying more than 200K for his weekly wage. So that's good. Like that saves about maybe 13 to 14 million. I'm not the best at math, but 13 to 14 million for this season in terms of wages, in terms of money that we just have too. So now go and invest into that midfield, go invest into that striker, go get a goalkeeper. We've been linked with that guy Lemens from that Belgium team as of late too. So we heard that maybe he's someone that's on our short list currently for a goalkeeper. Internally, there's been a lot of discussions. I'm hearing that we are very much looking forward to getting a midfielder, a striker, and a goalkeeper, which I think it is needed. A midfielder is needed for sure. I just don't know who we're linked with in terms of midfielders because I haven't heard any names like that at all. We heard about Douglas Luiz earlier, much earlier in the transfer window, but then that just died down. And then Richard Rios was I think a little bit of chatter here and there that people were just trying to start. He's gotten his move to Benfica, so that's out of the picture too. But like Spoobs, what are you saying? Cunha and MBEUMO, obviously, yeah. Striker talk though. Jackson is being the one linked.
Please
Potential
don't go for Jackson.
swap deal with Garnacho and all that type of stuff with Chelsea. Sesko's a name that's popped up too. I think Sesko's too pricey though. Is there anyone that you prefer? Someone that we haven't been linked with?
Hey, y'all might get that Vlahovic, you know what I'm saying? Y'all might get that switch for Vlahovic. What you talking about? That Jadon Sancho switch, you know what I'm saying? Hey.
I'd rather go get Douglas Luiz from Juventus for giving him Jadon Sancho, man. Go get Douglas Luiz.
Hey, y'all need a striker though, right?
Get that midfield sorted too. That's the thing. Get that midfield sorted too. We do need a striker though. You are right, 100%. I think it's super disrespectful to give like Cunha and MBEUMO Vlahovic or Jackson as the striker. I think that's absolutely crazy if you're reforming the attack, which looks like they are. They're about to pretty much go out there in this window and sign a whole new front three. Like,
bro, y'all striker, have a front three, though. Y'all got 3 strikers.
Yeah, we do. Xerxes, but I think they're still. So that's why I'm like good that we are still trying to sign a striker, because then that probably brings the possibility of Rasmus Højlund playing a lot way low. Because I think it'll probably be the new striker that we do get, and then Xerxes, the 2 main options. So if we're not even playing, and the thing is, we're playing 1 game a week. We're not even in Europe, so that makes Rasmus Højlund's chances of starting even more or less. I only see him in probably Carabao Cup games and stuff like that.
You know what's crazy, Sheik? And MBEUMO can actually play right behind Xerxes.
I think Cunha can play as a 9 too. Like Cunha can also play as a 9.
That's why I said you got 3 strikers already.
Yeah,
and you got some 10s to back you up. You know what I'm saying? So you got 3. All 3 of them can play as a 10. They can all play as a false 9. They can all interchange. That's why Don C and I are just like, man, we ain't trying to see them. We ain't trying to see that. You know what I'm saying? We hoping that child field Rasmus and Garnacho still. Like, we don't want to see that. That is a formidable front 3.
Eli, I'm not really scared. Do you know why?
What was that?
They haven't got any runners. They have no midfield. They have no runners.
Yeah, I think we need 2 midfielders.
Two midfielders.
I think for Man United, they should actually more focus on the midfield than they should do the attack. Because a lot of the games was lost last season because they didn't have runners. Because their midfield was pulled apart so easy, bro. Like, yeah, cool. Their attack is firing. But can you imagine how many goals they're going to concede next season? Do you remember how Arsenal used to, we're going to try and outscore you? That's literally how Man United are going to play this season.
If we're trying to, if we're going to spend, I'll get back to you, Spoos, real quick. But if we're going to spend money, I think we need to spend it on a midfielder. Like, if we're linked with Sesko ain't going to go for cheap, by the way. Like, he's probably going to go for 70 to 80 million euros, I think. So that's going to be potentially around another 60 to 65 million. Already we have spent that amount of money on Cunha and MBEUMO. If we are going to try to get, yeah, like if we're going to try to spend money, I think we need to do it on the midfield. Go get, bro. I would sacrifice so many players at my club for Baliba in our midfield. I'm not even kidding. I think he would fit everything. If we're going to play Bruno, we need a Baliba like next to him. It has to be him if we're going to play Bruno. because currently that's one given for sure. Like Spooby, you say we should get 2 midfielders. It doesn't even matter at this point because Bruno's going to start in that pivot. There's nowhere else that he's going to start. I don't think he's going to bench one of Cunha or MBEUMO. I think that both are going to start as well for the amount of money that we paid. So Bruno is going to play in that pivot. And that's why I think even if we go out there and sign 2 midfielders, one of them is not probably going to play anyways because Bruno is going to have that spot first in the team, which is going to be one of those pivots. But question to you, yeah, like I said, your thoughts on just like our players leaving and all that type of stuff. I'm going to pull up this tweet because we got this today, I think, from Fabrizio, that these guys are not traveling for our preseason tour. Obviously, we're traveling to Chicago this weekend for a game against West Ham. Let me pull this up. But yeah, your thoughts, bro. Swoops.
All I was saying is, look, you could see it in the Leeds match. I know it's a friendly, I know all that, but you could literally see it in that Leeds friendly, the same thing happening. You get one Leeds player in the midfield, he turns to get United midfielder, where it be Casemiro gets by him, and there's space between the defender and the mid. Again, it's open season. They walk towards the defenders. There's no one tracking back.
2 lines of defense.
Yeah, but the physicality, and then guess what? He comes out after the game and says we need physical midfielders.
We need a physical midfielder. We need a progressive midfielder.
Why the
while
fuck
he
did you keep
while
Bruno
he kept
then?
Bruno, yeah, while he kept Bruno. That's what I'm saying, man. So it's kind of the same situation for us too. Is our manager and how he's going to set up this team. Like of that, it's going to be a big talking point. I think from what I've seen so far, I didn't watch the Leeds game. I don't really watch preseason like that, especially when our team is fucking this shit. Like, what is preseason? I just think of preseason as a way for players to get back into match fitness and stuff like that and get more gelled with the team. Because we've seen teams lose all their preseason games and then go win a league title in the regular Premier League season where it actually matters. But yeah, like I think people were saying that Dorgu had a good game. I expect him to probably start against Arsenal in that first league game of the season. That right-hand side for us in MBEUMO and Ahmad, if Ahmad does play as a wing-back, I think that is definitely something for us to be excited for, to have 2 good quality. And if Mazraoui plays as that right center back too, but then it's going to be Bruno next to those guys as well. That's going to be our entire right-hand side. And that's something I mean, just in Ahmad and MBEUMO, it's themselves is something to look forward to. The striker, I'm not pleased at all with any of the players that we're linked with. Sesko or Jackson. Watkins, I take. I'm not going to lie because I think I know what I'm getting with Watkins. If we do sign a player like him, especially if we're putting Cunha and MBEUMO around him as well, I think we're going to try to create a lot of chances for him, which I'm not saying he's going to score every single one. There are a lot of ones that he does miss, but his ratio in terms of the GNA and just specifically the goals that he's gotten in the past 3 seasons in the Premier League, it's a pretty good stat. So that's something that I think would be good for us. We don't have to spend. It would all depend on how much we would try to pay for Watkins, but I don't think he's going to cost too much. I think his valuation has gone a lot more down. When Arsenal were linked with him in January, I think they said about 60 million then, but I don't think it'll probably be around 60 million. We can always sway Garnacho that way too. Garnacho wore that, Rashford Villa jersey. So go on, man. If you like wearing Villa jerseys, you can go and sign for them, bro. No problem at all. And yeah, like rest of the people, midfielder, I keep emphasizing this again and again. We need a midfield. We can't start off with, like Spoop said, like in that Leeds game, our midfield was just being bypassed. And majority of the time, with how this system is set, we're going to go up against a quality 3 in midfield, whether it's 2 central midfielders, an 8 and a 6 and a 10, or if it's just, an 8 and 2 6s, a 10 and 2 6s, well, however teams do set up, we're going to go up against 3. So we need one solid player because Bruno is a given in that midfield. He's going to start. If the manager didn't want to let him go for 100 million, this guy's starting every game, bro. He's going to start every single game. He's still the club captain, all those type of things. So we need a very, very quality midfielder. But it's scary. It's concerning because we haven't identified. I've heard no names so far. We've heard names of strikers for the past couple of days, but we've heard no midfielders at all. So I don't want them to make a panic buy at the end of the window and just get somebody just for the sake of getting somebody in. And I just don't think that should be a situation. But yeah, in MBEUMO deal, I don't care about how much we paid for him, overpaid, this and that price, whatever. I've said this time and time again. Look at how all these other wingers have been, how much they've been going for. I mean, Madueke went for 52 million, a total of 52 million. Elanga went for 55 million. Kudus went for about 55 to 56 million. And MBEUMO went for a fixed fee of, like without add-ons for 10 million more, 65 million plus around 6 million add-ons, and which we are going to be paying in 4 different installments. So as much as I do sit here and shit on Ineos all the time, and this deal did take a very long time, and we still have a lot of other, a lot of other positions to revamp onto. However, I do give them credit. They are the one thing that is right that you can tell from this deal is that they don't have money. That's why they're doing deals in installments and taking all this while to get deals done to try to find the best possible solution, because they are penny pinching, and they're right that they don't currently have money, but they have to sell players. And that's why I'm so critical of them, because they had an opportunity to sell a player for 100 million. They would have been chilling, and this probably wouldn't have been an issue for us. The Brentford deal maybe gets done a lot earlier, whether we still spend the same amount of money or not. But yeah, we still have a lot of work to do. Preseason is now, I think this is the official preseason for us. These couple of games that we're going to play in the US, it's a Premier League summer series and all those type of things. So MBEUMO's traveling, Cunha's there. We'll see how he sets up the rest of the team. A lot of the people who didn't travel for the Leeds game are now traveling for this tour too, like Xerxes. Aiden Heaven is traveling with the team as well. So everyone's pretty much there. So I have the team on the screen as well. No Garnacho, no Sancho, no Anthony, as expected. I didn't think these guys were going to travel. So it's pretty much, to me, confirmed that these guys are for sure going to leave. Not sure where the Anthony to Betis deal is currently. Not sure who the suitors are besides Syria for Sancho. And then Garnacho, we're hearing still links of Chelsea, and we're still hearing a little bit of, Villa links as well. So we'll see what happens with them. But rest of you guys, Doncy, Eli, your thoughts on United and just, the signings and stuff that we've made, manager, all those type of things. I want to hear what these guys have to say. Go on, Doncy, we'll go to you.
Yeah, do you know what? As the signings that you have, you've actually had a good window so far, especially top heavy. You're very top heavy, and
two players that start for us right away. That's one thing. Is that two players that start for us simply right away, and
clear upgrades,
and they improve our team. Yeah. In terms of the attacking department, a lot.
They sorry about that. My phone. Yeah. They improved your team very, very highly. The one thing about last season was you lot scoring goals. You lot got about, I think,
44 goals in the Premier League.
40 something goals, and you lot still in the minus. Do you know what I'm saying? It was disgusting. You lot was trying to match your goals with the points that you had. It was so funny to see. You need a lot more. Like I said before. Don't get me wrong. You see the team that you have, I think you finish in 10th. Because
currently the team that we have?
Yeah, the team that you have, you finish in 10th. Just because as good as the strikers that you have, or the front two that you have right now, like I said before, it's the middle of the park which actually wins or loses you the match a lot of the times. Because that's where the battle is. Like you just said yourself that when Leeds had the ball in the middle they turn. Or say Spooby said that, and there was a massive gap between, let's say, the number 6 and the defenders. All right. Could you imagine if you did that against a better team? Could you imagine that? Right? I know that against an Arsenal, against a Liverpool, you are going to put two flanks of 4, and you're going to try and be hard to beat. I get that, but you're not going to be playing us every week. Yeah, and that's the problem, because against the top, let's say the traditional top 6 or whoever the top 6 is right about now, you're playing them twice? Yeah. What about the rest of the league? What about the other 30? How many? 32 games? You know what I'm saying? And that's where you're gonna that's where you're gonna lose a lot of the points, because is Amon good enough? No, he ain't good enough. He's shown that he ain't good enough, but neither are your players. All right. Yeah. You lot need a hell of a lot more than what you have. I think that the strikers or the MBEUMOs and the Cunhas is just for the fans. All right? But longevity, what's going to get you back to the top or where you lot want to be next year or the next few years? It's literally the midfield, because you're still going to have the same problem with Garnett, with not Fernandes in the middle. And if when I say that he comes from the same mold of Arteta, therefore, you're going to be playing Højlund a lot. All right? And that's going to hurt your team, because you're going to try and sugarcoat Cunha, and then he's going to play on the left. Yeah, he's a great player which can play over 3 positions, but I think his best position is a number 9. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't think he's going to play him there. So who's going to be the two in the middle? Casemiro and Fernandez. That stinks blood. That's manure on ice. Yeah, that's slippery shit. If you don't understand what that is,
No, it is terrible. It really
this is what I'm saying. And who are you going to put on Mount? The dude that runs around that has one good game in 8. You know what I'm saying? He's actually worse than Odegaard. Yeah, and I don't rate Odegaard at all. Your defense wise, yeah, your defense is okay, but it's okay if you want to be mid-table. This is Man United. This is the mighty Red Devils, bro. Yeah, this is the mighty Red Devils. So, like, don't get me wrong. I know that a lot of fans are happy so far with the signings this season, but I just think they're the wrong signings. I just think you lot are concentrating on the wrong things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when's Heaven gonna play? Because then he showed over the last 4 games that he could be something special, and he came in on the Arsenal match and he done quite well. You know what I'm saying? But I know that he's not going to be playing him. So what's going to happen next season? I don't know who you lot can buy to actually change your team around until you sell. You don't need to sell. You don't need to do a mass exodus and sell 8 players. And then you could talk about getting back into the top 6. Other than that, I can't see you finishing no higher than 10th. And you know what? Maybe I'll give you grace here. I'll make you finish 9th. You know what I'm saying? 9th.
High gracious.
No. Do you know why? Because if you look at every single team that can finish in the top 8, they're all better than you lot.
Yeah.
They're all better than you lot. You know what I'm saying? Because they have for player, yes, you might have 1 or 2 more skillful players, but as a team, you lot ain't nowhere near a team, and it showed so much last season. And if I'm lying, just look at the fucking European final. Europa final. Just look at that. This is what I'm saying. And then you got us in the first match. I get it. You lot, it'll probably be a stinky 0-0 draw, yeah, or a stinky 1-1 draw. I get that, but you're not going to be playing us every week. We're not your bar. This is what I'm saying. Your bar is the Brentford, is the Brightons, and so forth. That's literally who you're going to be competing with next season.
Yeah. I hear that.
Yeah.
I heard that. Eli, same thing to you. Obviously, United, all this news, replay first game of the season. Arsenal at Old Trafford. Kunin and Mbeumo are probably going to start. Think could be a possible result for Manchester United in that game if we do end up signing a midfielder, goalkeeper, striker, whoever we do end up getting.
I mean, I pretty much echo Don C's thoughts. You know, there's y'all been doing great business. You know, y'all got the players in at a good price. Y'all are basically paying above the market price, but y'all are paying it over a course of amount of years, so it's not hurting your pocketbooks as much.
Right.
So great business, you know. The question then becomes, like Don C said, what are y'all doing in the midfield? You know, like it's all well and good to, you know, have a war of goals, you know what I'm saying? But you got to have at least some kind of competency in the midfield for you to actually function to get the goals. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, you just, you know, long ball hoofing it all day long. You know what I'm saying? But in terms of what's gonna happen first game of the season, I honestly, I think y'all are just gonna play a stinky low block. Arsenal are gonna play that same horseshoe football that they play. So it's gonna be a stinky 0-0, 1-1 draw, or if anything, y'all will probably hit us on the break and catch us off guard, catch us slipping. I could totally see that happen because I can see our midfield not being as strong because, you know, we don't have Partey anymore. You know, we don't know how well Zubamendi's gonna do. You know, we don't know if Havertz is gonna be in there. You know what I'm saying? You just don't know. You just don't.
Part of
know
me
how
wants
it's gonna
Zubamendi
look.
to start. Part of me wants Zubamendi to start, and I'll tell you why. Because we went up against Zubamendi, Real Sociedad Europa League, and I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I'm just telling you guys, he got bitched that game by our midfield. By our midfield, he got bitched that game, bro.
He did have a bad
Now, I
game.
know
He did.
he's going to be playing against, you know, alongside better players who will probably cover up for some of his, you know, disadvantages, I guess you could say. Or if he does lose the ball, he's gonna have Rice and all, and you know, around him and all that type of stuff. But that game, I'm not gonna lie, it just made me turn a lot of heads about Zubimendi. Because if I was like, I know it's just one game too, I get it, because he didn't play in the away leg, he only played in the home leg for us, so he only played at Old Trafford. But that game he was terrible, absolutely woeful for Real Sociedad, which is why they ended up losing. I think we beat them 4-1, if I'm not wrong. That game, yeah, it was 4-1. And our midfield, the same midfield that we are all concerned about, including you guys as well, that we've just talked about, got the better of Zubimendi that game. So part of me kind of hopes that he starts, but it all just depends on who Arteta plays in and around him. But yeah, of course, like your attack, I'm still you've got Gyökeres now. And like I said, he's got a point to prove against this manager. This manager tried to sign him. He has tried to sign him. So he's going to definitely have a point to prove. He only wanted Arsenal first game of the season. He's going to have a point to prove to Arsenal, to the fans themselves, that he's here now. This is a striker and all that type of stuff. So I'm looking forward to that game. Definitely first Premier League game of the season. We have a tough first 5 games too, just like how you guys are playing 3 top 6 teams. We are playing 3 top 6 teams as well. So we play City and Chelsea back to back. I think you play Liverpool and is it City and Newcastle or something like that back to back, and then you play Liverpool. Third game, yeah, something like that. Third game of the season is Liverpool away at Anfield. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see what does happen. Shout out to everyone. We are an hour in. We're just going to quickly talk about Chelsea, and we're going to quickly talk about Tottenham Hotspur before we do close out. Make sure you guys are all also running up the likes, subscribing, of course. We're on the road to 1K. Chelsea talk is Xavi Simons is a name that has popped up for them. And we've heard some news that basically personal terms have been agreed, that Xavi Simons is open to the move. Him and his agent are really trying to facilitate this move. Bar that, there really hasn't been much that we've heard about Chelsea in terms of transfers that I can think of. They've done the U-turn on the goalkeeper. I don't think they're going to sign a goalkeeper. Obviously, they've gotten their strikers and stuff dealt with João Pedro and with Delap.
And let's just put this out there. Chelsea only won that Club World Cup because João Pedro came through and saved their asses.
Yes, they did.
Fair enough. Yeah, so we'll talk about Chelsea real quick. Eli, we'll go to you. Chelsea, Xavi Simons, someone you rate. Is that someone you rate? I do. I think Xavi Simons will be a very, very good player for them. He's going to probably start on that left-hand side for them anyways. Yes, they have signed Gittins, but I would play Xavi Simons there for sure. No doubt. But he can start in a lot of positions for them, to be honest. But yeah, your thoughts on Xavi Simons? Do you think it could happen? It's all going to be on the price tag as well.
I think it's a solid player. I prefer Eze. I think he's more well-rounded. I feel like he's more powerful,
more proven as well.
Suits the league. I think Xavi is a little too lightweight for this league, which is why he didn't work in the French league, because the French league is the closest in terms of physicality, and that's all the Premier is physicality. He will suffer here. The same way you have those trepidations about Zubimendi because he's lightweight. I have it even further with Xavi Simons because he's even further up the pitch, so he's gonna get breezed off the ball like it ain't nothing. So, yeah. I mean, I feel like it's one of those situations where he's probably better off on the outskirts rather than the midfield. I don't think unless he bulks up a little bit, I don't think he's meant for the midfield because he doesn't have that Iniesta type movement. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't have that Iniesta type grace. Like he's a good player, but he ain't on that level yet. So I would say, if anything, he would have to be like left wing, right wing, or something like that. Backup, and I don't think he's starting either. He's definitely, if they're getting him, he's going to be backup. I don't think he's going to be starting.
You see, I kind of agree with you, Eli. There, he's very lightweight, and because I've watched him a few times, more at PSV, and one thing I know about this dude that he'll give you goals and assists. This is what I'm saying. He is that player that just literally pops up. He's got a good cross. He's got a bad boy pass. This is what I'm saying. I rate him, and this is why I mentioned him earlier on, where I would actually like him in my club, just to shake things up a little piece, right? I'll prefer Eze just because Eze is a lot stronger. And I think that's the only difference. Because if we're going for goal war, who's had, let's say, a better season, if we're just looking at stats alone, and because that's what football is nowadays, stats, I'll go for Xavi all day long, just because he scored goals everywhere he goes, apart from, let's say, the PSG. But then you could say him at PSG, he was very young in those days. You know what I'm saying? He was like teenager, just going to the 20s. So you can kind of give him a little bit of grace. But then the moment he stepped into was it PSV? I think he played 2 seasons there, and I think GNA wise, I think he got about 26 or something like that. Like I need to double check it. You know what I'm saying? So he done quite well, and then he went to RB Leipzig. He did good as well. So as a bench guy to start with, I think he's a very good signing. He's a very good signing, and it's a signing that I would rather have on my club, because he offers us something completely different. Because like he can play in the left wing and he can actually play as a number 10 as well, right? But he's too lightweight, yeah. Because can you imagine him? And I understand he's not going to come against a Van Dijk every week, but then English defenders or the EPL, the defenders are 6 foot plus. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're a Man United defender, they're 6 foot plus, and they're built like bloody fucking hospitals. You know what I'm saying? So what it's that it'll be an interesting test to see. It'll be an interesting test to see. But like I said, I hope that for once Arsenal can hijack something of Chelsea, because I really do rate this kid. I think that he's going to be something special. But I agree, he does need to bulk up a lot. He needs to come gym with me, and then he's ready.
Yeah, you got to get his weight up.
Well, get your weight up, bro.
Fair enough. Spoobs, we know you love having a little chit chat about Chelsea from time to time. Your thoughts on Chelsea's business, Xavi Simons?
I like Simons.
Been linked. Let me tell you, I was saying this.
Please.
I was saying this in the beginning of the stream too. I was watching Lewis's stream, and they were all really scared about the possibility of Garnacho actually joining Chelsea. They really, really were. I don't know what's going on with that deal, but it's a name that hasn't gone away since January. He's been linked to their club since January. There hasn't been like a thing where Chelsea have dropped their interest in Garnacho entirely. So what do you think about all that type of stuff, bro? Garnacho to Chelsea.
I'd love if Garnacho went to Chelsea. I'm not gonna lie. Mm-hmm. Listen, I'm not even like I don't even care as long as Garnacho leaves the club. I'm all right. We do still see the links with Chelsea and Villa, and I've seen that Spurs are still there lurking around as well. So we'll see. Just in terms of Simons, I think Simons is a good player. It's the same, old question that's kind of doing it in the Prem. Sometimes when I watch Simons, I get that like Felix kind of vibe from him. I don't know why. I just sometimes he reminds me of Felix. But
there's one game that I do remember of him. It was Leipzig versus Real Madrid in the Champions League, and I thought he balled out in that game. Absolutely,
he does. Yeah, he has very good games.
Balled out in that game.
He does.
They lost, and it was very close. I think it was just like a 1 goal difference. I forgot the result itself, but yeah, he balled out in that game. He was making everything tick for Leipzig in that game. And also, if people don't know this, I just seen this on Twitter. He has the same amount of goals as Florian Wirtz last season in the Bundesliga.
Oh shit!
Same amount of goals. So I think he's a talent. I definitely think he's a talent.
He's a good player.
I completely agree with the whole physicality aspect of his game.
Yeah.
Like it's going to be difficult for him to, if he does play in that if he plays in a midfield 3, it's going to be difficult for him to try to adapt to that. So I think he should be pushed on far left. But that's where I think if Chelsea do sign him, that's where they're going to put him. Where he's going to be like, if Gittins is not playing well, they can swap between him and Gittins all the time, and they'll put him on the left and let him create something there, which I think he can, because what they need to do in terms of their attack is figure out their left-hand side. Last year, Sancho wasn't good enough for them in terms of take-ons, in terms of just creating anything from that left-hand side. They put Xavi Simons there. Do I think they can create and do better than what they had last season? For sure, I think they can. Definitely.
Do you think this signing means that Morgan Rogers is done?
Yeah, I think Morgan Rogers.
You think so?
Done, yeah. I don't think they get Morgan Rogers in the first place. I don't think it's going to be
Morgan Rogers ain't leaving Aston Villa this year.
He's not going to leave Villa like that. I don't think it's going to be as easy as they think. Morgan Rogers is not going to leave.
Unless somebody's paying big money for him, like 80 to 100 million, he ain't leaving Villa.
Watkins will leave before Morgan Rogers. One thing for sure. They won't get
Morgan Rogers. Watkins is 31 now, isn't it? And I think it's in the last year of his contract.
Yeah,
not only that, it seems like he's falling out with Unai Emery too.
Yeah.
I'll tell you
Yeah,
right
and the
now,
thing is,
I'll
because
leave
remember,
him.
I wanted Watkins at Arsenal 18 months ago.
I'll still take him. He's 29 years old. Watkins.
29.
But still, he's
And
towards the
to be honest, would I take Watkins? Yeah, I would take Watkins as a backup. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what you're getting.
That's what I'm saying.
But for Arsenal, like, you know what? Yeah, I don't think Watkins should leave, but I think he's more likely to go for, before Rodgers, because Rodgers is a lot younger, and I think Rodgers actually offers more
Big up,
than what Watkins can.
I hear it. Joel says Garnacho's agent has to be blackmailing us. Hey, man, you guys have interest. That's what I'm saying. You guys have interest in him still, which I'm gonna pull up that thing because this is what they were saying.
What was that name they called him? The high volume striker.
Y'all got
that's what they were saying on Lewis's channel.
Arsenal, so it's all
that's
good.
What they were saying on Lewis's channel.
They
were all saying on Lewis's channel that apparently when Stanley thinks he's a high volume shooter or some shit like that. Which I'm like, where? Like, what are you watching?
High volume, sure, that's cool.
Yo, high volume shooter is crazy.
Listen, man, I'm looking forward to bringing. If this happens,
everything but the goal.
If this deal actually happens, I had a little clip that I made, and I'm looking forward to bringing this back.
But I just can't be with you like this anymore,
Alejandro. This is who we were getting, y'all. Come on. What are we saying? What? We're not doing this?
This is nasty work. This is nasty work.
Look at the player here.
Look at the skills. Clear.
I made this comp. Listen, I put time. Oh, look at him. He sent him. Look at him.
Whoa, look at that.
I messed up
on
the
comp. That was so janky.
Look at that.
Oh, see you later.
What is that touch?
Look at that goal.
That touch is actually stinky.
Look at that.
What?
He meant that deflection.
This is my house.
Look at that ball.
That's the high volume there, boy. High volume.
Don't call my name. Don't call my name.
He almost tripped over the ball.
Alejandro. Fernando.
He overran the ball there almost.
Don't worry, I'll trim the audio out for this. Don't worry, bro.
You fucking stuffed that shot.
Look at this shot.
Finish.
Look at that.
Oh,
wow, what a finish.
Okay, I'll give him that one. That one's actually cold. I can't knock that one.
Or a rider.
Alejandro. Oh, wicked.
Shameless.
You know what, man? I think he'll be a perfect addition at Chelsea. Perfect addition. Yeah. Agent Alejandro.
Listen, don't make me bring this back up. I will retweet it again. It's my own tweet, and I'll retweet it again.
look at CP.
I know you guys weren't expecting me to show that as well, but yeah, it is, man. He will thrive. That's what I'm saying.
Hey, we're here for that. Don't worry.
You don't see some of those clips that he had in there?
Take on Demon, huh?
Yeah. You gave us your dud, so please take Man United's dud, so all three of us have a dud. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all seen the Megs? The Megs is there.
Half of those clips are him not being able to get the ball out of his feet.
Like, look at all this, bro. What? We can watch this again, no problem at all. Look at all these moves. Look at that. Oh my days.
Oh, Ruby had to hack him. It's too quick for a Ruby.
I'll
see you later, Ruby.
Referee. That's a foul, referee.
Oh, look at that kill. That was
look at that touch. Oh, and incentive. Oh, look at that.
And then spin man.
Wow.
After the clips, he can't get the ball out of his feet.
Right. That's right.
Can you imagine him at the group saying, "This is my house"?
I can't tell you how difficult it was to actually find good comps of him to try to sell it because there's nothing. There's no good comps.
Look at how often he looks down. He looks down right there.
He's staring
down, man. You ought to know what a ball is.
All right, that was an amazing goal, man, though.
Look at this finish.
Look at
wow. Big up, Fernando.
Big up.
Look at this finish. Garnacho.
Wow, the Venom.
This is the best of the bunch. This is what I call top bins.
I will give him that one. I will give him that one.
Man,
what a guy.
That's what I'm saying, man. That left-hand side, man.
Does Blueco have an email address?
It is what it is. It is what it is, man. Listen, we have to try to sell him off. He needs to go. He needs to go, man. He needs to go.
You putting him on blinds, bro. You showing everybody his janky first touch, bro. You seen how that ball bounced off his foot all those times? Chelsea, there wasn't a single clip where he took the ball down cleanly.
All right, Chelsea fans, can you imagine that Alejandro, scoring goals like that with his toe and saying, "This is my house, the bridge. This is my house." I think you need him, bro.
You know he's gonna hit the suit too. You know he's gonna hit the suit. He gonna take off his he gonna take off his shirt. He's gonna have a whole Ronaldo tattooed on his back.
Exactly.
That's nasty.
I see him just. I just can see him fitting at the bridge. He's already scored at the bridge too. He scored 2 seasons ago.
He said we cannot imagine.
No, we cannot imagine that.
Yeah. You're not allowed to show Premier League footage on YouTube. Don't worry about it, man. Don't be a little copyright police. You don't have to be copyright police here, man.
All right, Joe, stop being toxic and negative, mate. Stop being toxic and negative. You need Alejandro at your team. Like when an Arsenal player is saying that, you lost Madueke. You know what I'm saying? Now get the laughing stock of actual football. Mr. 0021 himself.
Look, this is the last time he played at the bridge. Dauncey, look at these stats. Look at this. This is the last time he played at the bridge. 21 passes completed, 4 shots, 2 on target, 2 goals, 1 key pass. The best teenager in Europe.
Mate, where he lays his stats is his home. It was meant to be. It was meant to be.
Hopefully your flight goes by safely. Big up Rodriguez Golden.
Hey,
Look at this. You see that, Spoobs? You see what I'm saying?
Hey, I see it. I see the vision. Does Blueco have an email address? We need to send this to them. We need to send it.
Yo, Joel said you can't let a talent like that leave.
Oh, so you think he's talented? So you think he's talented? Okay, fair enough. Okay, that's what you're about to sign this talent. Hopefully, I hope so. I hope this doesn't go away for real.
Hey,
but yeah, all jokes apart.
Him and CP saying they saying what about Jackson though?
Who?
What about Jackson though?
I'm there for that swap.
Nicholas Jackson. Whatever.
Hey, listen, that swap will be legendary. Jackson for Ganacho. Let's get it started. Hashtag Jackson for Ganacho. Let's go.
Oh man,
Jackson for Ganacho.
Well, which one was it? Where is it? Oh,
you know you want to make it happen. Hey, at least Jackson is decent.
It's true. He'll score your goals. He'll get your goals, mate. You know what I'm saying? He'll get you 10, 11 goals for the season. That's more than friggin'
You're tripping. Jackson for Ahmad swap? You're tripping. You're tripping.
He said, "Hey, give us one of your best players. We'll give you one of."
You know what? I'll take Jackson on one condition: that you take Garnacho and Mason Mount back. I'll take Jackson.
Ooh.
I'll take it.
Ooh.
That is something I'm
love these side deals. I love them, mate.
Hey, listen, make it happen. Make it happen.
But do you know who you wouldn't take? You wouldn't take Sanchez because you've already got Onana.
I know. He's traveling too for the trip. Fucking hell, dude. Please sign a goalkeeper. But yeah, that's Chelsea talk. We'll talk a little bit quickly about Spurs before we do close out for just another 5 more minutes. Haven't really heard anything from them, to be honest. Just the Morgan Gibbs-White thing still going on. I don't even know where they stand on all that. Let me actually just I think there was supposed to be some sort of legalities or something involved because of the whole situation that they illegally approached Morgan Gibbs-White for a deal or something like that. So your guys' thoughts on Spurs or anything like that? Do you guys think they'll get Morgan Gibbs-White? Not Morgan Rogers, sorry. Morgan Gibbs-White?
They'll probably get it done.
Yeah, I think
they'll probably get it done. I mean, it's
I know he wants to go there too. So
it's Nottingham Forest. It's probably gonna happen. I mean, in this day and age, there's no hiding. Like you can't hide those sort of things. It will come to light. You know, somebody has receipts. It will get found out, especially if the team want the player enough, they will find out everything about that deal. You know, no matter how dirty they need to get money, need to change hands. It's gonna happen. They got money to spare. So it ain't like they can't do it. You know what I'm saying? So if anything, Nottingham Forest should be ashamed. They should be ashamed of themselves for even putting that in the deal and trying to hide it. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody was gonna find out. You know, and there's a saying that says, "What's in darkness always comes to light." Hey, that shit came up quick. You know what I'm saying? So People gonna find out. If you got a secret you got a secret release clause, people will find ways to wring it out of people. Like there are ways to find out. So if anything, Nottingham Forest, they should be trying to figure out who leaked the information rather than getting pissed off at Tottenham that they actually found out. You know what I'm saying?
It's got to be someone at their club that leaked it. It's got. There's no other way I see it happening.
Ange probably leaked it.
Who knows? Probably did.
He said, "Hey, fuck y'all! I want y'all a trophy. Y'all gonna do me like this? All right, cool. Say less. I got."
That's crazy for real, man. He won them a trophy, and now they're going out and signing Gibbs White, Kudus, and all these players.
Bro, just think if he had those players, man. That's messed up. I'm actually glad he didn't, but we moved.
Yeah, we move. So yeah, there's not really much about Tottenham unless Spoobs, if you have anything you want to say about Tottenham and stuff.
No. That's I just want to see Marinakis lose it. I hate watching him cry all the time. It's great. I love it.
I got something to say about Tottenham. Fuck Tottenham, mate.
Bro, the fact that they so far had a better window than us is crazy.
Yeah,
it's crazy. Like they got a better manager than us now.
No.
Two of their players are better than what we got. Like,
shout out to Eddie. He calls Thomas Frank like William Dafoe, Green Goblin, and that. So
hey, really listen, that William Dafoe, Green Goblin is going to probably have them higher up the table than Arteta will.
Yeah, man. True. That is true.
Sad
but yeah,
that is to say or think about.
Ty had a quick question. He said Sheik thoughts on Rodrigo linked with Liverpool. Of course, I fucking hate it. Of course, I'm going to say this. Like, I hate it, bro. That's Rodrigo. That's a very, very quality player. They've just signed Ekitike, and if they start off with Ekitike, with Rodrigo, Ekitike, and Salah as their front three,
bro, I'm tired of hearing about Liverpool. I'm tired of hearing about them, bro. Like, what are our clubs doing, bro? Why are they just sitting by and letting Liverpool just take all the good players and not responding? Man City's the only one that's really responding like that. You know what I'm saying? They did all their business early. You know what I'm saying?
I'm really just like, how much fucking money do y'all have? Like, seriously.
Well, they didn't spend for a year.
That's crazy.
They didn't spend for a year. They didn't spend for a year, bro. And in the year before, they didn't spend either. They only what did they buy? They only bought like one player, Indo.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yo, that right there, Sheik. That yeah. You're coming on this show. You're coming in this thing, yeah. Putting that in there. How dare you, man? You should be ashamed. If you call yourself Man United, before you big up the fact that you've got some strikers now, you're putting in that. You know what I'm saying? Shame on you.
Hey, he wouldn't be flawless if he didn't do that.
I big up my brother Flawless, yeah. Each and every.
Big up every time, G. Hope you're doing great, man.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Flawless every single time. But yeah, people, that's pretty much it for let's hear this waffle that Ten Hag is saying. Let's see.
Oh no.
Bayer Leverkusen coach Erik ten Hag says the agent of Xhaka can say whatever he wants, but this club has already let 3 important players go, and we won't let any more go. Granit is a leader. He still has 3 years left on his contract here. Damn, that's crazy. Enjoy that.
He leaving, bro. He said I want out.
It's not our headache anymore.
Hey, listen. He got flamed by Flamengo. He was like, nah, I'm good. I'm good.
Fair enough.
Real quick.
Yeah, go on.
Yo, Don C, did you hear what that fraud of a manager said in a press conference earlier?
No, I haven't. I haven't seen none of that football. What did you tell me? Talk to me,
bro. So tell me why somebody asked him why we've signed 6 Chelsea players in the last 7 years. You know what he said? Chelsea have great players.
Oh my!
It wouldn't be surprising if we always spent there. And the way that they phrased the question, they said, "Why are you buying so many Chelsea players?" Essentially, because y'all are supposed to be rivals, right? And that's basically what he said. He was like, "Yeah, they have a lot of great players. Why wouldn't we buy from them?"
You know what? Yeah, you see this pussy Arteta. My man's haram.
What a guy!
He's just haram. Everything about him, bro. Yeah, he's just wrong, blood. Yeah, I don't know why. Football. He should have known better than to open up his mouth. You know what I'm saying? Just keep him out shut. Yeah? And do you know what? Yeah.
I hear it. You can't go without that. It's dark.
Craziness, man.
Shit like that, with Arteta and our managers and all that type of stuff. I hear it, bro.
People wonder why we want this guy gone.
I hear it. But yeah, well, of course, when the season does start, we're going into, I guess, more of a preseason now. All our clubs, Arsenal traveling to Singapore, United traveling to the States. We'll keep the show running though, of course. We're getting closer and closer to the start of the Premier League. We're, I think, less than a month away now before the first Premier League game, and then our games on August 17th, I'm pretty sure, at Old Trafford. So we'll be getting close to that. But that is today's episode of the Mud Brothers Show, episode number 66. Shout out to my panelists. Shout out to the people in the chat. Shout out to everyone who tuned in, who run up the likes, who subscribed. I seen we just got 2 new subscribers as well. We're on the road to 1K. So keep it running up, people.
More. Come on, y'all.
44 more,
got
man.
this.
44 more. We're going to get
Roll
there
to
soon.
1K.
Exactly.
Make sure y'all subbing and liking to my boy Sheik.
Yeah, man. Make sure y'all do subscribe. Shout out to Eli. Shout out to Don C. Shout out to Spooby. Shout out to the guys for showing up. Big up to the people who couldn't make it too. Big up to Prime. Big up to CP. Big up to Mdinero as well. Obviously, shout out to the entire Mud Brother panel. Before we do close out, though, real quick, something you guys want to just end off and, just close out? What you guys want to say? Spoobs?
Arteta in.
Arteta in. There we go.
Arteta out. Get that fraud out.
Don C, anything you want to say before we close out? We're going to win the league. Wait, what?
What? Whoa.
Go on, Spoobs. Let's do it. A 1, a 2. A 1, 2, 3, go. We've got Super
Arteta.
Hey, you know what?
Exactly
I hope Amram stays in for the next 10 years, and y'all wait.
Wait, no. Saliba at the back. Gyökeres is going to win the league.
We just finished in 15th. We're nothing but bullshit. That's when Eric Ten Hag left. Amran is worse. Now fuck you and fuck you and fuck you.
Yeah, people. Shout out to everyone. Thank you all for tuning in. We'll be back next week for another episode of the Mud Brothers Show.
Big up every time.
And up until then, as always, Arteta in.
Arteta out.